Guys, this is Jenny. I'm just gonna chat about 3 books that I read during the quarantine time. Next up, there's gonna be spoilers. Just a sit down chat about my opinion about the books. The last book I read is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I think that's how you say it. Second one I read is The Arcanist, Paulo Coelho. The third one is The Night Circus by Edwin Morgenstern. So these are fiction books and I highly recommend them. They're really interesting to read. This book is set in the early 1800s and 1900s. The book does not go in order, the timeline. Just like get a cup of tea or snacks and just listen and enjoy. So I want to talk about this one first. A circus that appears suddenly in a town has different varieties of tents. Each tent has a theme and it is operated or designed by one of the magicians. And what's interesting is that these magicians, they actually have real magic. When they perform it in front of the audience, they pretend that it is tricks or some sort, like to cover up that it is actually real magic. So characters, but I'm just gonna talk about the 2 main characters, Celia and Marco. So both of the artists or guardian vow to each other that to have a competition. But the thing is, throughout the book, we don't know what the competition is. Their childhood affects who they are at the moment. Celia is raised up in a harsh and cruel environment. Like her father would like cut her hand and she has to forcefully heal it with magic. So that's like part of her training. On the other hand, Marco is left alone in his apartment and he just like have the freedom to experiment with magic. In this book, there's like really little romance between Celia and Marco, but I do mention it, but it's not really the focus. There's this other character, his name is Barley. He is an ordinary person, but he discovered the circus when he was younger. He always have his mind on the circus because he's very interested about it. I highly recommend to check out this book. It's written very beautifully and descriptive. I'm gonna talk about Assassin's Apprentice. I'm like more than halfway through it. So this book is about Fritz, who was abandoned by his grandfather. This is the map. He has a lot of sad and tough encounters and we see him overcoming these obstacles. Grandfather claimed that the boy was son of slavery. So the boy is 6 years old when he was abandoned. He doesn't actually have a real name, but the first character just called him Freeze. So let's go with Freeze. This book is written in first person, which is really interesting because you kind of like going on the journey, like what Freeze is thinking or like feeling. Meets Burwich, who looks after the stable where the horses and the animals are, and basically Freeze is under Burwich care. He adores animals. He likes taking care of them and so on. Burwich, he realized that Freeze was really close to this specific dog. So he actually got rid of that dog to teach him a lesson. He meets the king, which is his grandfather apparently, who have teachers or mentors to teach him knowledge of assassination skills, education and proper manners and combat skills. Who used to be a weak boy and just care about the basic necessaries like food, sleep, and so on. Throughout his journey, he meets different mentors which teaches him different knowledge of like life. The last book I want to talk about is The Arcanist. I haven't finished this book yet. I'm like almost done. There's a Spanish shepherd boy named Santiago searches for the meaning of his dream. His dream is to travel where the pyramids are so he can discover his treasure. I really like this quote where it says, everyone have a personal legend. Some people don't know what it is and still searching for it or don't follow their hearts. He meets different types of people. Like there's once an old man that called himself a king and gave him a ointment is like 2 rocks. Advised him about how to find his treasure. So he told Santiago to hold a spoon with drops of oil, focus on it so the oil won't spill, while walking through, I think it was a sweet district. He came back to the man asked, did you notice things around you, like what were people doing around you? And then the boy was like, no, because he was focusing on not spilling the oil. So like that's like a metaphor going on. So he looks after ships and he sells the wool to to different stores when he's traveling, so he can earn money. Santiago wanted to ask the daughter of a shopkeeper, this shopkeeper daughter, hand in marriage. Do it because he realized that boy doesn't have much income and not very good image in society, like income wise and stability, compared to a store owner. His next journey, he was in Arabic. His money was stolen by like this other guy that scammed him, so he has nowhere to go. So the merchant, the merchant guy that sells crystal glass, bought him lunch. Santiago opt to clean his crystal glass, so it's nice and clean on display, so the customers can see it and want to go in and buy the crystal glass, and it looks pretty and stuff. And then there's like more customers coming into the store, and then this merchant was very happy and pleased that there's more customers coming into the shop and buying stuff. So his business is growing. Before the boy came, he was just where like there's not much customers, but when the boy came, achieved bigger goals and he wants to grow his business more. So he's like expanding his business, but it's more like more work to do and more stress. It kind of reminds me of this Ikigai book that I read. The reason for being the reason for being alive, the reason for waking up in the morning, like work and passion might be a drive. I highly recommend to read this book. I think everyone can relate to this book because everyone has a something they want to do, like a dream they want to do. It can be little or big, doesn't matter. But this book really inspires just my dreams. There is other free book that I've been reading during the quarantine time. I hope everyone stays safe during this time. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy this type of video, like talking, just sitting down, just remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you in my next video.